Hi, boys and girls. Are you ready for math now? Good. I am really excited to keep teaching you the times, right? We've been talking about time, the analog, the digital. We talked about schedules and times for the events that are going to happen. And today I'm going to introduce to you the another kind of timing, which is called more time or less time. All right, so we're going to talk about that. But before we start our lesson, I'm going to review what we have talked about at the beginning of the week. So again, this is your analog, right? Analog is the face of the clock is called an analog time. So when you're telling time, you have your big hand and your small hand. Right there, it is 10 o'clock. Remember, when the big hand is touching the 12, it says o'clock. You don't say 12. And when the small hand, the hour hand, is pointing to the number, then that's the number that you're going to call out. For example, this is 10 o'clock. And then we're going to go over the minutes. Remember, every time the minute hand touches a number, 5 minutes has passed. So you're counting by fives, all right? So we're doing 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 minutes have passed by. That's why now it's, what time is it? 10:30, right? Remember, when the big hand, the minute hand is touching the 6, then you don't say o'clock anymore. You call it 30. So you see how now the hour hand is between the 10 and the 11, and you always call out the lesser number, the smaller number, which is 10. So 10, 30. All right. And then we keep going 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So now the hand went all the way around, which is 60 minutes, right? And now it is 11 o'clock. All right, boys and girls, you could play with your little tool, your learning tool, and go over the clocks, the timing. You can say 10 o'clock and then go all the way around with your minute hand and say 11 o'clock. Or you can stop at the 6 and say 11:30, 12 o'clock, 12:30, 1 o'clock. And you can work on that with your mom and dad and have fun with that. All right. Okay, then I'm going to show you. Remember, we went over the digital time. So remember that this is the digital clock. And so when you're looking at the clock, anything on the left side of the double digits, right? The double dots, the colon is the time of the hour. And any numbers that are on the right side of the colon are the minute hands. So this says, what time is it right there? 4:36. Because you can do that. You can have 4:36, 4:37, because remember, between each of the numbers, there's a little dot there. Those are also minutes. So if you're at 30, let's say that you're at 11:30, you could say 11:31, 11:32, 11:33, 11:34, 11:35. So this is showing not 4:30, not 4:35, 4:36. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Just to show you briefly a review of what we've been learning so far. Okay, and I know you're doing well. Today, like I told you, we're going to talk about less time and more time. So basically what that is they want to know if you understand what is going to take less of amount of time to do and what is going to take you more of an amount of time to do, to finish. So for example, I'm going to first start with making sure that you do know what less and more means. Remember, in class, I always say, well, do you want more cookies or do you want less cookies? And you say more. Okay, then more means there's more of it, right? Do you want, let's see, more recess time or less recess time? and you always say more. So then you understand the concept. More means you're getting more of either time to play at recess or more cookies to eat. And then I ask you, okay, well, do you want to, let's see, play less? No, you want to play more. So less, you know that you're only going to play a little bit of a time, right? A little bit of an amount of time during centers. You want more. You do not. You don't want to play less. So that is a little bit of learning of what less and more is, right? So I'm going to try to share my iPad and the paper that we're going to work on today, and hopefully I can get this on, so be patient with me, all right? I hope you're having a good day so far. So I'll turn this little gadget on and get on to where I need to be to show you the paper. So here we are, and I'm gonna share, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, should be on. Let's see. Yay, I think it's going on. Yes, very good. All right. Thank you so much for waiting. You are awesome. So go get your paper, the one that says less, more time or less time. Do you see that? Okay, it's 10.8. See that? All righty, very good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna follow up on that, and we're gonna talk about less and more. So here you have a picture of a little boy that is brushing his teeth. You see that? And next to the little boy, you have a little girl that is washing the car. She's helping mommy and daddy wash the car. Again, let me go over the lesson more. So let's pretend that you have, let's look at some circles here, okay? Here are some circles, and there are how many circles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 circles here. And now I'm going to draw some circles over here. How many circles are there? 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 circles. So which is more? Is 6 more than 3? Or is 3 more than 6? Okay, I think I heard you saying 6, right? 6 is more. Very good. Now I'm going to give you an example of less. So this top part was more. 6 is more, right? But the bottom part, now I'm going to draw some triangles. Here are, how many triangles are those? 1, 2, 3. There are 3 triangles. And then over here, I'm going to draw some triangles again. And how many triangles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now I'm going to ask for less, right? Less. So which one is less? Is 3 less than 4? Yes, you're right. So 3 is less than 4, right, boys and girls? So you got that. So the top part again, 6 is more than 3. The bottom, 3 is less than 4. Okay, boys and girls? All right. So again, let's begin with our paper. And here we go. Put it up here. And we're going to read the directions together. All right? So let's go to the top where the little boy is brushing his teeth. It says circle, circle the picture that takes less. You see that? So we're talking about less. So let's just underline the word less there. L-E-S-S. You see that? Okay. So now we're going to see the little boy's brushing his teeth and the little girl's washing the car. Which is going to take less time? I know you have to brush your teeth carefully, right? But even if you brush your teeth carefully, is it going to take less time than washing the car? Yes, you're right. Here we go. You're going to circle the little boy because it takes less time to brush your teeth than to wash a car. There's a lot of things you need to do to finish washing the car, right? Alrighty. You have to make sure that the wheels are clean and that the windows are wiped and the car is dry and everything, right? It takes a lot of time. So now let's look at number 2. It's, oh, look, you have a swimming pool that is being filled up by water. You see that? They're filling the pool with water. It's an underground pool. And oh my goodness, look how wonderful it's going to look when it's all ready, right? And look at the one on the right. It's a little blow up pool. That looks fun too. But which one of those takes less time to fill? The big pool, the underground pool, or the one on the right, which is the blow up pool? Which one takes less time to fill? Did you say the blow up pool? Yes, you're right. Because, boys and girls, the blow up pool is much smaller, so it takes much less water for it to fill up. The pool on the left is bigger, so it takes more water to fill up, and which means that it takes more time to fill up. So less time for the blow up pool. All right? I'm sure they can't wait to get in that water, right? So now you have the two little boys here. The one on the right looks like kind of like he's wearing his little school polo shirt, right? I think you guys have one. I've seen you wear it at school. That shirt has about maybe 4 buttons or 5, right? He's buttoning it up. And the little boy on the left, he has that beautiful red and white Hawaiian shirt. That is a shirt that has buttons all the way down and it opens up, right? The one with the polo shirt, the red polo shirt, you have to pull it over your head, right? And it only has a few buttons on the top. Now, the question is, which one takes less time to button up? The one on the left, the little boy with the Hawaiian shirt, or the one that has the red polo shirt? What do you think? Did you choose the one with the red polo shirt? Check, check. You're right, boys and girls. That is true because this little boy right here only has a few buttons to button up. So it takes less time for him to finish buttoning his shirt. Whereas the other little boy has a lot more buttons. So it takes a lot more time. All right, boys and girls. Now we're going to take a look at the back, flippity floppity. Remember, flippity floppity. We're going to look at the other side. Let's take a look and see. All right, let's read the directions first. So the directions are at the top where the little number 1 is. It says mark an X on the picture that takes more time. More, we're going to underline the word more because more is the opposite of less. Don't let it trick you, okay? More means, remember, more time. You have to wait longer, all right? So let's see the little girl here that's playing with the blocks. You see those building blocks? We have some in class. I miss seeing you playing with them. Do you miss playing with them? Or maybe you have some at home, right? Either way, this little girl is building her little structure. Aw, that is really cute. She's got her little structure. And the little boy on the bottom of her, you see the little boy, this one down here? See this one here? He's building a structure too. And his structure is a little bit bigger, right? It's taking a little bit more time to build it. So what do you think, boys and girls? Do you think the little boy took more time to build his structure? Or do you think the little girl took longer time to build her structure? What do you think? You're right, the little boy, because look how many blocks there are. There's 9 blocks plus the one he has in his hand. The little girl only has about 3 maybe, right? So we're going to put an X. That's what the directions say. Put an X over the little boy because it's taking him more time to build that structure. Now let's go to number 2. Look at the little girl that's walking with her mom and dad and her little doggie, right? They're having a good time walking in the trail. Look, they're walking along, having fun in a beautiful day, right? And now look at the bottom. Oh, look, the little boy is feeding his dog. What do you think takes more time? Does it take more time to feed your dog, or does it take more time to walk, to take a little walk with your family? Yes, you're right again. It's the top part, the little picture of the girl with her parents, because it takes longer time to walk on a path because you're just taking your time. And it takes less time to feed the dog. You just pour the food out in the bowl and then he starts eating or she starts eating, right? All right. So let's go to the top again. That is that is number 3. And now look. Oh, take a look carefully. The little girl at the top is actually painting her little playhouse, right? She's using a small brush and she has a small house. It's a toy house. But now look at the bottom. The man that's climbing you see the ladder there? So you see how he's going to paint the house, right? He's painting, but it's not a playhouse. It's a regular house, a big house. And he's using a bigger brush, right? Which of those pictures do you think it's going to take longer to complete to paint? Is it to paint the little girl's house, or is the man going to take longer to paint the house that he is starting right now? What do you think? Yes, you're right. Put an X over the man that's going to paint the house, the big house. It's taking longer for him to finish that event, that project, right? All right, so now we're going to go to the last one on the bottom. Now we're talking about what does it take longer to do? Does it take longer time to eat a strawberry? Or does it take a longer time to eat a slice of watermelon? Well, I don't know. Some of you eat that watermelon really fast, right? Now, remember the welcome back picnic, how we all ate watermelon? You guys were super fast. Yum, yum, yum. So I don't know, maybe you guys could eat it faster than eating a strawberry, but this little boy is gonna take a longer time to eat his slice of watermelon than to eat a little strawberry. So we're just gonna put an X over the little boy that is enjoying his watermelon. That looks good, right? Okay, well, we're done with the paper. We did both sides. If you missed something, you could just rewind this video and play it again. All right, I'm gonna just get off from sharing because I want to say hello again. And I am now, hello, it's me again. Now, please make sure that you are going on IXL and that you're also clicking on the videos to learn your charts and that you're practicing your math and your reading and just do your best. All right, boys and girls, I love you, and we will see you soon again. Stay tuned for another lesson, and that would be tomorrow. Okay? All right? Or maybe later, because maybe you're going to do your phonics next. It doesn't matter. I love you. See you soon. Miss you.